Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be introducing a new series called Fun Day Monday, where we will be discussing the many misadventures of Michael, a bipolar ADHD teen, and his best friend Eric, who has been through it all. The two boys have been friends since a very young age, and have experienced many adventures which this series will be sharing. Please keep in mind our context is strictly fictional and in no way a real encounter. Today we will begin our first encounter, in which the boys met for the first time. After Michael's lengthy time away, the boys had met and began their friendship. The boys played many games and had grown quite bored of cards, toys, and make-believe. So, Michael devised a new game involving some 2x4s Eric's dad brought home. The boys broke the boards into makeshift swords and began battling, mimicking a movie they recently saw. Michael hit Eric and bruised his arm. Eric hit Michael and bruised his ribs. The boys battled for hours, but bolted when Eric's dad came, assuming he was looking for the 2x4s. The boys proceeded to hide away in an old house, in which they discovered a basement. They hid in it thinking Eric's dad would look inside, so they waited a few minutes. But Michael had grown bored and started looking around the old basement, discovering some old matches, waterlogged chairs, and a few scraps of paper that were quite rotten. Michael called Eric over, wondering if the matches still worked. He was wanting to build a bonfire, and Eric's curiosity got the best of him. So he agreed. The boys began striking matches to see if one worked, and they ignited one. Michael put it on a chair, and Eric quickly grabbed some old paper scraps, unaware that they had just given away their cover. Eric's dad looked into the tiny window. He watched for a minute, and then he asked, "Having fun, boys?" In which Eric and Michael swiftly extinguished the fire, trying to hide it. The boys never got in trouble, thankfully, but to this day, Eric's dad watches them, and always checks in the building when they disappear. That concludes one of our many adventures the boys have had. Tune in next week to hear their adventure on Fun Day Monday, where Mondays become fun days.